Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I am your Hollywood handsome host, Bill Miller. Thank you for joining the third installment of our Top 100 Pre-Code Jungle Comics. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, is an American comic book jungle heroine, originally published by Fiction House during the Golden Age. She was the first female comic book character with her own title, with her 1941 premiere issue, cover dated spring of 1942, preceding Wonder Woman #1, which was cover dated summer of 1942. Sheena inspired a wealth of similar comic book jungle queens. She was predated in literature by Rima, the Jungle Girl, introduced in the 1904 William Henry Hudson novel Green Mansions. An orphan who grew up in the jungle, learning how to survive and thrive there, Sheena possesses the ability to communicate with wild animals and is proficient in fighting with knives, spears, bows, and makeshift weapons. Her adventures mostly involve encounters with slave traders, hunters, native Africans, and wild animals. First, the rules. The comics had to have been published prior to carrying the Comics Code Authority seal, and the title had to primarily be a jungle title. No photo covers are allowed. Lastly, these are not necessarily either the most popular or the most expensive jungle books. They are simply the best jungle comic book covers, in my humble opinion. It was painfully difficult ranking numbers 60 to 41, but it was loads of fun. I made a series of 5 videos with 20 entries in each one, so please join me for the next 20 covers as we count down the top 100 pre-code jungle comic book covers. Alright, starting off with number 60. We have Fight Comics, issue number 61, from Fiction House. Produced in April of 1949. The cover artist was someone from the Iger studio. Tiger Girl bullwhips a spectacularly spotted panther who is on the attack, but the star of the image is the wonderful sarcophagus in the background, which may contain a mummy. And I do indeed love mummy covers. Swinging in at number 59 is Jungle Comics, issue number 74. Again from Fiction House. Published in February of 1946. The cover art is by Joe Doolin. Now, who doesn't like a bondage cover with a fantastic trade dress and a congregation of snapping alligators? I must confess that my favorite part of the cover is the ant's eye view angle. Wrestling Gorillas with number 58 is Fight Comics, issue number 76. Yet again from Fiction House. Out in September of 1951. The cover art is by Maurice Whitman. What do you get when you have a fellow who loves being out in nature but also happens to be a mad scientist? This cover. Chains and ropes for bondage, a gorilla, and Tiger Girl kicking some tuchus. Climbing trees at number 57 is Lorna, the Jungle Queen. Issue number 5. From Atlas/Marvel. Seeing print in February of 1954. The cover artist is Al Hartley. Lorna, the lion, and the bold colors are all tops. We have a fella in bondage, anxiously awaiting the results of the battle. My favorite parts of the image are the native warrior's incredible mask, headdress, and shield. Throwing spears at number 56 is Tarzan, issue number 59. From Dell. hitting the stands in August of 1954. The cover artist is Morris Golub. We have one of the Jungle OGs in Tarzan, a lush painted cover with several lovely shades of green and an expertly crafted water image with one of the best rendered alligators I can remember ever seeing. Wielding a shield at number 55 is Fight Comics, issue number 81, from Fiction House. Hitting the shelves in July of 1952. The cover art is by Maurice Whitman. We have Tiger Girl upside down in bondage, with an actual tiger coming to her aid against a rifle-wielding baddie. I really like the deep red background with the light touches of purple. Panthering in at number 54 is Fight Comics issue number 59. Again from Fiction House. Printed in December of 1948. We are uncertain of the cover artist, but it was someone from the Iger studio. That Tiger Girl sure gets around. Here she battles an outstanding giant vampire bat, while in the background her tiger companion battles a gun-toting vampire Batman? Running with number 53 is JoJo Comics, issue number 24. From Fox. Packaged in February of 1949. Although we're not positive, the cover artist is believed to be Jack Kamen. The colors are everything with this cover. From the blood-red backdrop to the lush green grass. The gorgeous shades on the bushes, the deep yellows and oranges on the fierce cats, and the red and yellow pattern on JoJo's gal pal's jungle outfit. Snaking into number 52 is Fight Comics issue number 52, from Fiction House. Hot off the presses in October of 1947. The cover artist is Joe Doolin. This doesn't seem to be the first time Tiger Girl has appeared upside down in bondage. However, I do like the way she is suspended in the air between the two trees. We have a busy background with an archer and tigers, but my attention was drawn to what looks to be a deadly Chris in the foreground. Growling at number 51 is Jungle Comics, issue number 94, from Fiction House. Also sold in October of 1947. Again, the cover artist is Joe Doolin. A fantastic image with our jungle heroine held aloft above what looks to be a bed of red-hot coals. I'm not quite sure from where the rope is suspended. The feathered headdress is perhaps the best part of the cover. At number 50, we have Jumbo Comics, issue number 76. Again from Fiction House. Sold in June of 1945. Yet again, the cover artist is Joe Doolin. This cover seems to have a lot going for it. A big, muscled, angry gorilla, bondage, with two jungle gals cuffed to one another, a treasure chest that would make a pirate jealous, and a dash of bones and a skull for good measure. Hammocking with number 49 is Tarzan, issue number 56. From Dell. Produced in May of 1954. The cover artist is Morris Golub. Another fine Tarzan painted cover. The water is done so well you can actually feel the sensation of being underwater. Tarzan is rendered well, but the shark is outstanding. Some mighty fine artistic chops are on display. Knifing at number 48 is Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. Issue number 4. From Fiction House. Published in September of 1948. The cover art is by Joe Doolin. A smashing cover with Sheena standing tall and proud aside a fierce lion. I love the red backdrop and the incredible detail in the background with the burning huts and battling warriors. Stampeding at number 47 is Jumbo Comics, issue number 51. From Fiction House. Out in May of 1943. The cover artist is Dan Zolnarowicz. Another great water cover, this time featuring the athletic Sheena. Blade in hand, she is in a death match with a huge alligator who has designs on making a meal of his young victim. Reigning on number 46 is Terrors of the Jungle, issue number 7. From Star Publications. Hitting the stands in December of 1953. The cover art is by L.B. Cole. The splendid trade dress, the lovely brunette in bondage, clad in a form-fitting zebra-striped outfit, the lush jungle vegetation, the background detail and wild colors. All great, but the apple of my eye is the legendary white gorilla. Chirping at number 45 is Jungle Comics, issue number 44. From Fiction House. Printed in August of 1943. The cover art is by Ruben Moreira. A brilliant underwater cover. I love how Kanga's legs push through the trade dress. Kanga and his trusty blade are battling a savage crocodile before he can make his way to the lovely Anne. The design and layout of this image is brilliant. Hunting with number 44 is Terrors of the Jungle, issue number 18. From Star Publications. Printed in August of 1952. The cover artist is L.B. Cole. What is it with these water covers? This one is incredible. The bold colors are front and center. We have a lovely dark-haired Jungle Jane trying to escape from a man with his head and upper torso aflame. A jungle cover with heavy helpings of horror. Sign me up. Pawing at number 43 is Jungle Comics, issue number 99. From Fiction House. Sold in March of 1948. The cover artist is John Solardo. What an awesome cover. Methinks we've seen this femme fatale before, with her bullwhip, her savage panther, and her outstanding headdress. Kanga's angle of attack is interesting, but the focus of the image is the frail and bondage, with her dress torn asunder. The skull in the foreground is just the right touch of creepy. Monkeying around at number 42 is Jumbo Comics, issue number 40. From Fiction House. Released in June of 1942. The cover art is by Dan Zolnarowicz. Sheena and her male companion are in a fight to the death with a host of native warriors. I like the colorful foliage in the foreground. I also appreciate Sheena breaking into the trade dress. The spear thrown at Sheena seems to leap off the cover. Just incredible dimensionality. And leaping at number 41 is Lorna, the Jungle Girl, issue number 7. from Atlas/Marvel. Out in May of 1954. The cover art is by Russ Heath. The rich, lush colors of this image pull you in. Lorna's outfit is wonderful, but the lion is the star of the show. It is very well crafted and all kinds of fierce. I like the detail in the background, and the black trade dress helps the green of the vegetation pop off the cover. And that will do it for numbers 60 through 41, as we count down the top 100 pre-code Jungle comics. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got to see some books you either haven't seen before, or haven't seen in quite some time. Please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Do I have some ranked too high or too low? Were there some that shouldn't have made the list at all? I'd love to hear your feedback, and don't forget to join me for the next installment as we count down numbers 40 through 21.